What's up, YouTube? Time for Le Mans Ultimate second drive. My first drive video didn't quite turn out the way I wanted to, so we are back at it in front of the sim. We're going to do a race at Spa 488, and we'll talk about all the cars and roster, kind of what I want to see next. Stay tuned. Alright guys, before we get ready to hop on track, I did want to go over the car and track roster so far. So this game is taking a seasonal approach, kind of like ACC did. But with that being said, let's go ahead and go in here. We'll get it all set up. The first things first, what cars are on the game? What's the game about? The most important thing. Basically, it's a Le Mans esports game. They appear to have taken the ACC approach, meaning it's a season approach where every season you got different. It's the World Endurance Championship esports game basically, but for tracks we got Portugal or Portimao, Imola, which I'm still kind of hard headed on Imola. RIP Senna. Monza, Brazil, Bahrain, Le Mans, Circuit de la Sarthe, Spa, Coda, Fiji, Qatar, and Sebring. Gonna try to go here next year. Tell you that right now, but we're gonna go with Spa just because I know the track, so I don't have to try to think while I'm driving. My first video, I was here. I know Sebring, but I don't know it like the back of my hand. Which we're here to learn the tire model and kind of get a feel for it. So, 2023 season was the end of GTE. Pour out some liquor for the homies. But we got Corvette, Ferrari, Aston Martin, and RSR. And we got LMP2, which these are all spec Oricas. So there's no point in showing all of those. But this is the first game, the only game that has all of the hypercars and not just, iRacing has one hypercar being the 499, which can't seem to miss when it comes to Le Mans. And then all the LMDHs. So let's check these out real quick before we get on track. Glickenhaus, Peugeot with the rear wing on it. We got 963. I gotta get to sports car racing event here soon. Toyota GR010 Van Wall, which didn't last very long. But we're gonna go ahead and go here. Gonna drive this. Be right back. Alright. Back again. Because I swore I showed the GT3 videos. GT3 cars. And I did not. So we'll go back. Hypercar LMP2 GTE. GTE was gone after this. RIP. So let's check out the GT3 class. Now GT3 it's the most popular class for a reason. I won't take nothing from it. It's easy to make a car for that class because of how loose, while at the same time how strict it is. So we'll go through that real quick. Basically, GTE and GT3 look pretty similar, and I think that was the downfall of GTE because it was the same car, just with different stuff under the skin. But let's go through this grid real quick. Aston Martin, M4 GT3, C8, Z06 LM GT3, We got 296, which this car, honestly, the 296 and the 499P Ferrari is just peak race car right now. Got this poor Mustang, which no matter what it does, I'm not gonna love it. Um, and that's because I feel like the GT should have got that role. I'm hoping that they don't make the LMDH car a Ford Mustang, whatever. At least make that a GT. I want to show you the GT variants. So, a couple of these pictures are going to be mine. So, I got the original GTE car right here. 2016 Le Mans winner. But then they did evolve it. They just didn't take it racing past that Mark 1. And you got the Mark II, which is a higher downforce version. Saw both of these at Fountain Hills. Then it's the Mark IV. Basically, more power, more boost, bigger turbos, stroker kit. In my heart, I think that should have been the GT3 car. But on the other side, it is cool because, you know, I can afford a Ford Mustang GT. Make it a GTD knockoff. Oh, I'm inspired by the GT, you know. You got the RCF, which I can't wait for this car to be replaced. It's supposed to be coming pretty soon. McLaren, maybe I'll drive one of these because they are free cars. I love how aggressive this is right here. Then you got GT3R, Manti Racing. So that's the GT3 class. I can't believe I didn't show it, but it's easy to not show stuff when you kind of moving. So back on track now. All right. My settings are. I haven't done anything to the car. I actually started out driving. I did the RSR at Sebring and the Toyota hypercar at Le Mans. The video was too long. I didn't know the hybrid system, so it was kind of. I was racing LMP2s, and I was like, yeah, this isn't a good video. So here we are doing our second drive. It's funny, I was actually supposed to get into this a while ago with I worked on my comparing video formula in R Factor 2 before getting ready to hop on this. And then stuff happened and I ended up moving and yada yada yada. But here we are, time to get back into it. We'll say I miss GTE. What's going on? Okay. Jesus. Well, that's not a good first look for the AI. So now we're not racing anybody. Anyway, let's get some driving done, I guess. It looks like it wants to rain, and I really hope it doesn't. All the GTE cars just went around. These tires warmed up. It's your fault. I don't know if you guys remember, but I did a video with Josh. Not one of the last videos. We were kind of talking about ACC and what we wanted to see next from them. And I talked about it in the video. I really want ACC to get the WEC or the IMSA license Instead, the WEC license went to the R Factor 2 team, which actually a real big fan of R Factor 2. I think what they do for what they have is comparable to iRacing, and it doesn't cost nearly as much money. So naturally, I gravitated towards that. And they got the WEC license. I was like, cool. A lot of people were like upset about the game being done in early release and all of that. It would have been cool if ACC got the WEC license or IMSA, but I got no issue with it going here. No issue at all. 251, so that's slow. First real lap though. But then you got and Automobilista 2 actually have the IMSA license. So it's a little bit of both. But so far the tire model feels really good. I do wish they had IMSA as well, but I can understand why not. We got a GTE car coming up on us. And I haven't touched anything on the car. .488 is such a good car. One of my personal favorites. Simply because it has a safe rear end to it. Same thing with the GT3 model. Tires feel really good. Feels pretty good to brake too, as this LMP2 car roars by. Hey, that's McLaren's team. Honestly, WEC is in such a good spot. The AI race is good. I'll give him credit for that. This must be the last lap. Completely overcooked it. Lovely. But that's good though. I can actually race somebody. Yeah, that Sebring RSR, it was not pretty. I got destroyed. Uh-oh, that's track limits for sure. Gotta remember, this is one of those cars, you don't rev it all the way out. It's a lower revving turbo car. It's not an RSR, it's not a C8. Feels good over the curves though. It's nice to not have 100 settings. Just a little prone to understeer. But you can do like You can dive bomb people with this car with the confidence of knowing it's not going to kill you. 488 really got a special place in sim racing for me. I love the Corvettes is next at the next, warm-blooded American, but when I got into sim racing, it was a C7, and love that car, but I'm a mid-engine guy. Like, I'm just breaking too early. Yeah, I'm a mid-engine guy, so that's kind of that doesn't really suit me. But first race, now we're gonna talk about what I hope to see out of ACC, out of LMU, and ultimately what the plan is with this sim. All right, in the video, driving the Toyota. I really do like the game. I'm not sure what took me so long to get into it. Actually, you know what? I wanted them to. They had a lot of stuff. I kind of wanted to see how it played out, but super excited for this game. I was talking with Josh, and I kind of asked him like, how come Le Mans never came up for us on iRacing? Oh, I gotta turn down the force feedback. I can't even hold the wheel straight. And we're kind of talking, and he's like, "Well, man, they or R Factor and LMU have that license, because I would love to do Le Mans with them. We did Daytona, got third place, but we never did Le Mans. Now that this game is out, now that it's stable, and once I learn how to pay attention, I think this is way more intriguing of a Le Mans option than iRacing. I mean, as it should be. It's the game specific to it. And also the hypercars are way more complex, and the systems you got to do are more complex. So it's exciting times. Now, what else would I want to see from this sim? Because I hear Le Mans Ultimate, and I think about the entirety of Le Mans, not just the seasonal 2024 3, 4, 5, 6 approach. But I do think it would be pretty cool, if we got the rest of the GTE cars. The Ford GT, the C7. They already have access to the C7. It falls under the same aerodynamic rule set. And cars like E92 M3, 997 RSR, V8 Vantage. Back when GCE was a little bit slower, they got the C6 and R Factor 2 for that. So I do hope they add more modern stuff, and not just like yesterday modern. Like, I would love to see Audi R8, Audi R10 maybe, or the end of LMP1, R18, 919, TSO50. They're so much faster than these hypercars. I feel like it would be a crime to not at least get them in here. Fastest Le Mans cars of all time, with the best Le Mans specific game. I just think that would be cool. And then if you know me personally, you know how much I'm into Group C, and think about how good that would be. They already have the no chicanes Le Mans layout here, so you think about how good that would be to have the C9 962. Um, but maybe I'm asking too much. Maybe that's like a Simcade uh, kind of lane. But either way, hope you guys enjoy the video. Like I said, looking forward to getting more into this. I'm definitely gonna try to push those guys to do Le Mans with me. Only problem is it's gonna have to be GT3 because otherwise, it's not gonna get a bunch of. This is not gonna be a. It's not gonna be a big like grid. But with that being said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the quick video. Comment down below what era you want to see come from Le Mans, or do you want them to just stay focused with the current hypercar and GT3 rule set. With that being said, I'm gonna get on out of here. Stay tuned for more because we do got a bunch of videos on the way. Next one I'm probably gonna work on is gonna be console versus PC, because I've had my PC for a while now and I never did a video talking about that. Apex Vision out.